I'm Maya from Coffee Cake Quilt Company, and today I'm going to show you how to make a bookmark that's fun and easy for kids. Here are the items we'll need to make our beautiful, kid-friendly bookmark. Some scrap fabric of your choice, interfacing, ribbon, or if you want to go fancy, you could do Ric Rac. A lighter, some very sharp scissors, pinking shears, a rotary cutter, seam gauge is optional. Now we have 3 ways to pin our bookmark all together. We have a washable Elmers glue stick, we have some traditional pins, and some clips. Next, we have a square ruler, and now we have a wool mat for our iron. You'll also need an iron if you are a kid, and if you have a small iron, I think you should use those because it fits really well on a kid hand. So you'll need some thread, a bobbin, and a cutting mat. Of course, you'll need a sewing machine.
First, we need to make sure that we have the correct settings on our sewing machine. My sewing machine comes standard with a 3/8 inch needle placement, and we want to make sure that we have it over to 1/4 inch because that's what we need for our pattern. Okay, so here's my 1/4 inch seam allowance guide by Dritz. We did get this in a sew sampler box a couple months back. I'm going to go ahead and move my needle over and place it on the edge of that 1/4 inch seam allowance. Here are the settings on my particular machine. Yours is probably set up very similarly. And so as you can see, that needle is in the center position here, and I want to go ahead and move it over to that 1/4 inch seam allowance. And I know from what I just did previously that that means that I need to move it over 4 spaces to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And now I have a 1/4 inch seam allowance.
First, you'll need 2 strips of fabric, 2 inches by 7 inches. Next, you'll need 2 strips of 1.5 and 6.5 inches of stabilizer. So you'll have 2 pieces of fabric and 2 pieces of interfacing. Next, you're gonna put 1 strip of fabric pretty side down. Then you're gonna take 1 strip of stabilizer. The side that's bumpy has the glue on it, and you want that side down like this. So you want to center it as neat as possible. And then what you're gonna do is you're just gonna want to go over it until it is fused to the fabric. We're gonna repeat the same process by putting the pretty side down on the 2nd strip of fabric, and we're gonna put the glue bumpy side down also. So now this is smooth, and you want to center it as neat as possible. Okay, let's do it. I chose Ric Rac, and now we are going to measure it to 4 inches. And now we're gonna cut it with the very sharp scissors. Be sure you don't cut your fingers off. So next, you're going to fold your 4-inch ribbon like this.
So I just learned a little trick. If you use ribbon like this or even the Ric Rac and you want to cut it in half, so 2 inches and 2 inches. So you just want to join the 2 ends here of the ribbon and go ahead and use your flame to kind of join those ends. There we go. All right, so now that's pieced together, and then you can have your adult finish off the top of the ribbons like that, and now you're ready to sew.
And now you're gonna take your glue stick and you're just gonna go down the middle of 1 strip of fabric. And then now you're gonna put your Ric Rac about 1/2 inch down. Like that. It's okay if it doesn't stick at first. then you're gonna try to make sure if all the sides are even like that. Now we're gonna go take it to our sewing machine. Okay, now we're gonna lower the foot like that. Now we're gonna do the needle and begin sewing.
So Aya's starting before the Ric Rac and ribbon. And then she's back stitching. Okay.
And begin.
Alright, she's stopping a 1/4 inch before the edge. She's gonna check with her seam gauge.
And all good.
Fabric, okay. And she's gonna keep going the whole way around.
So now you're gonna...
Yeah, perfect.
Actually, I think I should do like one.
Okay.
And you're gonna go around the whole thing until you get to the stretch mat. Okay. Oop, I think we should go a little more. Now we're gonna go down again. Come on. Oop, I think we have to.
Okay, Angela. Sometimes it takes a little bit to get it started again.
Okay.
Back stitch a little bit and forward stitch a little bit to secure that in place.
Now you're gonna lift the foot up. Now you're gonna lift the needle up. What you're gonna do is you're gonna pull and voila. You have your own bookmark. Next, you're going to use the pinking shears and cut around all the sides of the bookmark. We're using the pinking shears so the fabric doesn't fray.
So Aya's gonna line up the little sawtooth as she cuts so that it gives it a nice even finish. You're gonna stop when you get to the top, and then you're gonna do the top a little bit differently. She'll show you how to do that next.
Next, you're gonna take the top, and since you don't wanna cut the Ric Rac or ribbon, you're gonna pull the one side out, and then you're just gonna go underneath with the pinking shears, and you're gonna start cutting like next. You're gonna go along the other side and you're gonna start the whole process all again. And now you're gonna do the bottom, and then you'll be done. And then you have a parent help you, and voila, you have your very own homemade bookmark. Now, your adult who's in the room is going to light the lighter up and make sure these ends of the Ric Rac or ribbon are tightly secured with the flame. And now we're all done. Voila! I hope you liked this video tutorial. Give a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more. Bye for now.
Aya's planning to make a whole bunch of bookmarks for her friends and teachers.
A ton more. And I'm gonna sell them too at my school.
How much are you gonna sell them for?
Probably like $2. Okay. Or maybe $3. I have to think. So I think this batch is done. Now I'm just gonna put them over here. Now I'm gonna do another batch. I'm making 2 for my teachers, and I'm making 1 for my best friend in the whole entire world. This one is for my best friend, and then this one is for my art teacher.
We've got a mix of prints going here. We've got the red Fig Tree & Co. This is Sandy Gervais right here. And then the purple was Art Gallery Fabrics, if you wanted to know. April Rosenthal is the dark blue one that Aya did in the very beginning of this video.
The color of this.
Yep. I mean, that's a good point though, Aya. If you warm up the fabric first and then put the glue down, it actually adheres better. Yep.
Okay.
It's okay, you're learning. So Aya asked to do a video tutorial for you all of something easy that she's been doing here. So I hope you've enjoyed this video tutorial. She does want to do more for you. So let us know in the comments if there's anything else you'd like to see.
That's also very kid friendly because my whole channel is about kid friendly stuff. And also my mom, when she does videos, she's doing more of like the sew sampler boxes, but I'm gonna try to do like kid-friendly activities so your kids won't be stuck up inside.
Yep, she'll have a little sub-channel under Coffee Cake.
Now it's time to glue them. So right now we're gonna do the flowers combination with this pretty green ribbon, and then we're gonna do the strawberries, the funky strawberries, with this beautiful classic white and black ribbon. And then we're gonna do the Ric Rac for my best friend with the pretty daisies. So first we're gonna glue one side, like I said in the tutorial. It may stick to your hands, try not to be frustrated. And now, time for this part. Make sure you line it up evenly. One done, 2 more to go.
So this is a quick 5-minute craft that kids can do. They can do it with adult supervision at first, and then I do let Aya do this without my help after she's got the hang of it. She usually has a brother sewing machine, but we can't find the power right now for it, the power cable. So she is using my Bernina. It's not directional, Angel. It's going both ways, so it's fine. Way to check though, that was smart.
Done. I think that needs a little more glue. Like that. And don't worry if your interfacing is sticking off. When you sew it, it'll just be in there tightly secured with the glue. And if it falls off, like it did right here, you're just gonna put it over, and then when you sew on the outside, it's just gonna stay put.
So I choose glue because it's a little bit easier to work with, but you can certainly use the pins or the clips.
I recommend this for any child under 6 years old.
Over 6 years old?
I mean over 6 years old.
Maya has been sewing since she was about 6.
Yeah. But also if you're under 8, you can also use this as well, because to me it's much easier because sometimes the fabric shifts when you put the clips in or the pins in. So
She's ready to sew.
I'm gonna repeat the same process that I did with the first one. Okay. And start again. Now we're gonna back stitch. And now we're gonna forward stitch.
Not every machine has a needle down feature, so you'll just want to make sure that you teach your child how to leave the needle down when they turn the corner. Luckily the Bernina has that automatically built in. You can also turn it off as well. You'll just want to keep that thread out of the way while we sew, as we make that turn around the corner.
I think I got it.
Okay.
And now you're gonna back stitch again. And now you're gonna forward stitch.
Just to secure that down, right? Perfect.
Now you're gonna lift the foot up, needle up, and voila, you're now done the first one.
Awesome, keep going.